The biggest source of pain comes from you. Yes, from you. Now, that's actually the good news. Why is that the good news? Because if the pain comes and starts by you, so you could also be the one that changes that interpretation, that changes that feeling, that changes the way that you see life, that changes the way that you approach your next step in life. What do I mean? I mean that you chose the pain. You might say, whoa, I didn't choose the pain. Why are you saying that? Well, we'll get to that in a second, but I'll say you brought the pain to your life, and you could also be the one letting the pain go and bringing inside happiness. Yes, you can do it. The source of all pain is unmet expectations and trying to control life. Okay, many times, well, I'll say all the time, we think life needs to work in a certain way. And then when it doesn't work in that way, it's painful. And sometimes it's really painful. And by the way, many times that pain, I'm not saying every time no to push it away, not at all. There are times that it's hard, it's painful, and you need to feel that pain. A friend of mine was murdered not so long ago, and believe me, that hurts. That hurts and it's painful. Now, also that, it's unmet expectations of mine. That means I thought that he shouldn't be murdered. I'm sure that he shouldn't be murdered, and he should still be alive. The fact is that he's not alive, and he's not here, and he's not with us. There's nothing really I can do about it. But if he's not here, I believe in God, and that was God's decision, okay? So I didn't tell myself, okay, I don't want to feel this pain. It's not here. It came from unmet expectations of mine, and I totally gave place for the pain, and I'm still giving it the place. But eventually, the only way for me to move on, and instead of having that friend, someone in my back, in my shadow, I'll have him as a light of all of the values and all of the great habits that he left. Okay, so maybe his body's not here, but his spirit is. And that would be a way for me to heal from the pain. And of course, it would always be some type of pain there. But this is a case of pain that that you want to feel it. And there are more cases like that in life. There are more events that you want to feel the pain. And the reason you want to feel it, because it's there. And in order to heal, you need to feel. With all that said, again, let's go back to what we started at the beginning. The source of all pain is unmet expectations. So going out to a total different subject, when I had my business and I was working really hard, and every time I tried to find solutions, I got like punched in the face again and again. And I felt like I was in a boxing arena with quicksand under my legs. Every time I find a solution, I got like punched again and again, and like it was crazy. And I felt a lot of pain back then. The reason is I thought something needs to happen, and it didn't happen. And every time it didn't happen, I paid for that a lot. When I say a lot, I mean a lot. And eventually I realized that me trying to control reality, whether it's in the business, whether it's, of course, my dear friend that is not with me anymore, whether it's in relationships, doesn't matter what, I can't control reality, okay? Now, I'm not telling you not to have expectations, not to build plans in life, not at all, not at all. But what I am saying is something pretty simple. Okay, I gave for you now a few examples. One is a disaster, is a murder, it's a friend that is close to me. But we don't need to go that far. Like I said, there could be also in business and relationship. There are many times in life, I'll say for most of us, many times in life that whatever we expect doesn't happen. And that's fine again. But the question is, do you think that what you expect from reality, that the plans that you build, do they have to happen? No, I'm not sure. No one said that. Like, your time here is a time that you don't know when it would end, okay? And building plans and having expectation is fine. It's even good. There's a saying, each plan is a base for a change. So have those expectations if you want. Build those plans, amazing, but be flexible to life. Okay, life doesn't happen on your terms. The best way to continue and grow is to have those plans, be flexible, and surrender. Okay, when you don't surrender and you think you're in control, man, it's painful. It's painful. Believe me, I know what I'm talking about. And if you're watching this, I'm sure you also know exactly what I'm talking about. I'll give you another example, in the business was when I was really, really in like really big debt. So I felt that like, okay, everything I tried to do, nothing works, like I told you 2 minutes ago. And then just one morning I woke up and I told myself, okay, I'm keeping to build up plans and do the best I can and have expectations according to the plans that I have. But I'm releasing the control. I'm surrendering, okay? I'm doing the best I can, and that's it. Why? Because there's nothing else I can do. So whatever it is that you do in life, doesn't matter, again, relationship, it could be business, it could be, relationship, business one, many different things. Do the best you can, reflect, learn, and then release. Why? Because you can't do anything more. Now, after you reflected and you learned, of course, you want to implement those lessons for the next time that you come around something similar. That way you know how to deal with it, and not only deal with it, actually grow from it. Out of respect to my friend, I won't talk too much about that experience that he was murdered, but I will say that any pain that you're going through, okay, even if it's something like that believe me, there's room for the pain. But I'm not here to judge, what pain has room and what pain doesn't. Okay, if you have the pain, you have it. But the way to release many of pain in life is by, number one, accepting it. Okay, like we said, in order to heal, you need to feel. Accept that the pain is here. When you're in denial, and that would also probably be part of it, but you have to get out of it, because in order to keep on and to move and to grow and to continue living and not just being alive, you need to accept the pain and feel it. After you do that, realize that you do not have control over life. You could control your actions, you could make your choice, and your choice will create a certain event, okay? Your choices will create your life. The choices that you now decided based on whatever your mindset was at that time. So make the choices that would bring you to a place that you think is a better place for you. And if that didn't happen, it's okay. Learn the lessons. What can you learn in order to improve and grow? Because staying down there in a place of, being all sad and painful is necessary for a time, but then there's time to move forward and move on. First for yourself, because you want to feel better. I don't think you like being in the pain. And second, for the people around you, that they deserve it. Doesn't matter who are the people around you. And number three, which I guess is most important, surrender. Whatever you do in life, surrender. Now, surrender doesn't mean putting up your hands and giving up. No, not at all in any way. Okay? Surrender means that you accept the situation right now. Okay? You feel the pain, and you realize that you don't have the control, and you will do the best you can out of your current place. Okay? But you understand that you don't have the control, and you have the choice. Okay? You have the choice that you can make. When you make that choice, you create a new situation, you create a new place in your life based on that choice. Now, if that choice was good for you, amazing. And now, if that choice brought you to a place that you feel better, amazing. If not, you can make another choice and another choice. Always, reflect, learn, implement, and grow. So whatever choice you made. Now just learn from it. So when you come from a place of surrendering, you understand that you do not have the control in life. Control and the result is not by you, okay? You do not have control on the result. You have control on the effort. So do the effort that you need to do, and then let go. Because when you try holding on to something that you can't really hold on to, listen, you don't have control. Let's just put things on the table. You don't have control over the result. You have control, again, I'll say it again and again, on the effort that you could do in order to get to the result. But think about it. When you get to a result, that's another, it's another stepping stone along the way, and it becomes part of the path. And then you look for getting to another result. So all the results are part of the path. They're just like stepping stones to move on to the next place. Whether you got to the result you wanted or to a different one, and then you learn and you get to a different place. So remember, whenever you have pain, feel it, accept it. Release control. You don't have control. Do the effort. Learn, reflect, implement, surrender. And out of that, take action in order to grow and move forward, feel better, make your life a life that you feel, that you want to wake up in the morning and that you feel that you want to serve people that are close to you. You feel better, you bring more happiness into your life. You feel more calm, you feel more pleasant. That way you light your path and the path of the people surrounding you. I hope you enjoyed the video and you got some tools to overcome your challenges and light your path. For us to help other people, please press that thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. And don't forget that the most amazing things in life are the one you take for granted.